Yoga teachers, are sun salutations secretly sabotaging your classes? Let's talk about why they might be driving students away and how to fix it. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to adapt sun salutations so your students feel supported and your classes stand out. Here's why sun salutations might be alienating your students and what that means for your retention, your reputation, and your revenue. Sun salutations are not one size fits all. For many students, they're too much. For students with blood pressure issues or vertigo, all the up and down can make them dizzy. Folks with sensitive shoulders, elbows, or wrists may find the hands down time frustrating or worse, painful. Think about how long it took your own wrists to adjust when you first started practicing. Now imagine how discouraging that feels for a newer student. It's no wonder they're hesitant to return. For students who are building strength, poses like plank, chaturanga, or even down dog can feel overwhelming and unsustainable. It can feel frustrating to always do the quote-unquote baby knees down version of the vinyasa at the bottom of the sun salutation. And for those working on developing the flexibility to step from down dog into a lunge, sun salutations can feel like an insurmountable challenge. It's humbling, if not humiliating, not to be able to execute that step forward from down dog to a lunge when everyone around you makes it look easy. When you put this all together, the up-down postural shifts combined with upper body pressure, it can create too much load for students to handle. As exercise physiology teaches us, too much load doesn't lead to adaptation, it leads to injury or disheartenment. When students feel overloaded, unsupported, or overwhelmed, they don't come back. And when they don't come back, your attendance numbers drop, your retention falters, and your career momentum stalls. Another issue with sun salutations, they keep us mostly in the sagittal plane, moving forward and back, where we already spend most of our day. If your students come to yoga for balance, then they need a practice that moves side to side and round to round to break them out of their habitual patterns. So how can we make this staple sequence of sun salutations work for everyone and make our classes more successful in the process? Here's the solution. Modify your sun salutations to reduce the up and down and keep things accessible. Instead of stepping forward from downward facing dog or even doing down dog at all, have students step back from the front of the mat. This eliminates the hands down time and makes the sequence hands-free. To avoid big postural shifts, replace a full forward fold with standing cat and cow. Students can rest their hands on their thighs, enjoying fantastic articular movement of the spine while lightly stretching their hamstrings. Plus, they keep their heads above their hearts, which can reduce dizziness. From the front of the mat, step back to a lunge. It could be a crescent lunge or a warrior one or whatever the student prefers. To add variety and balance, layer in a side bend for movement in the frontal plane, and maybe a twist for movement in the transverse plane. If you want to spice things up, spend some time in chair pose or transition to warrior two, because from there you can take your sequence virtually anywhere. These simple tweaks make sun salutations more inclusive and accessible, giving students a practice that meets them where they are. And when students feel happy, seen, and met where they are, they come back to your class. Your retention increases, your revenue increases, and you feel more confident and capable in the classroom. If you want to see modified sun salutations in action, check out this video where I'll lead you through a follow-along version of modified sun salutations that you can then take into your class to share with your students. Want to save time planning your classes? Download my Greatest Hits lesson plan at the link in the description. It's your go-to template for creative, accessible sequences. You'll also find tons more ideas for sequencing your yoga lesson plans in my book, The Art of Yoga Sequencing. Your students deserve a practice that meets them where they are, and you deserve to feel confident knowing your class is accessible, creative, and memorable. Move beyond standard sun salutations and see how it transforms your teaching and your career.